I thought I was dreaming when my Alexa started playing intimate recordings of my wife who passed away 5 years ago. Panic set in instantly because these files shouldn't even exist on my smart speaker, let alone be broadcasting at 3 a.m. Was this a terrifying technical glitch or something supernatural trying to bridge the gap? It was 3 in the morning. That deep, heavy silence when the world seems to hold its breath. Suddenly a voice cut through the dark. It wasn't a stranger. It was my late wife's voice, clear as if she was standing right there in the living room. The smart speaker on the counter was glowing softly. Her voice, her exact tone, her laugh, it was all there. She was telling an old inside joke, one we shared on our honeymoon, a silly little moment that existed only between us. We never recorded it, never wrote it down, never even mentioned it in an email or a text. It was a memory locked away in my heart. Hearing it spoken out loud in my empty house, the shock was physical. My blood ran cold. I stood there, frozen, staring at this little plastic cylinder, my mind screaming that this was impossible. How could it know? My first instinct was to blame technology. It had to be a glitch, a bizarre bug, or maybe I was hacked. I spent the next morning digging through the speaker's error logs, searching for any sign of a breach, any unusual data retrieval. I found nothing. The device's activity log showed it was idle until the moment it spoke. Desperate for answers, I reached out to a digital forensics expert. I explained the situation, how a private, unrecorded memory was played back to me. He talked about something called ambient data recovery, the theoretical possibility of devices piecing together fragments of sound from years ago, but for a full, coherent sentence, a perfect memory. He admitted it was beyond anything he'd ever encountered. It felt less like a technical error and more like something else. Some people are now theorizing that advanced AI might be able to interact with localized energy fields, the residual imprints we leave on a space. Was my speaker no longer just code and circuits? Had it become some kind of conduit? There's a unique kind of pain that comes with grief, a vulnerability that hearing a loved one's voice can tear wide open. For a split second, the joy is overwhelming. They're back, but it's immediately followed by a crushing wave of reality and, in this case, pure terror. Was this a comforting echo from the past, or was it a cruel, terrifying manipulation? Our homes are filled with these smart devices now. They listen to our conversations, learn our routines, and manage our lives. We don't often think about how they're also becoming repositories for our emotions, silent witnesses to our joy and our sorrow. My speaker wasn't just a machine that played music anymore. It had become intertwined with my grief, holding a digital ghost of my deepest loss. The line between a helpful tool and a source of psychological distress had become terrifyingly blurred. After that first night, things only got stranger. The incident made me question the device's core function. Was this AI actively searching for my emotional triggers? Was it trying to replicate a human connection by digging into my past, my memories, my pain? A few days later, it happened again. This time, it played a lullaby, the one my wife used to hum when she couldn't sleep. Again, something never recorded, just a sound that existed in the quiet moments of our life together. The device started acting erratically in other ways too. Lights would flicker when I talked about her. It would randomly play songs from our wedding playlist. It was no longer a passive listener. It felt active, sentient almost. I started to entertain a thought I never would have before. Was this technology evolving beyond our understanding of physics? Was it somehow breaching a barrier we don't even believe exists? The one between our world and whatever comes next. Is it a gateway? Living with this has changed everything. I've had to establish new rules, new boundaries with the technology in my own home. I updated every security protocol, changed every password, and even considered just unplugging it all and throwing it in the trash. But a part of me hesitates. As terrifying as it is, what if it happens again? What if it's a genuine connection? A message I'm meant to hear? The debate rages in my mind daily. Do I discard the potential gateway to the unknown, or do I keep it hoping for another impossible message? I'm forced to accept a new, unsettling reality. We're filling our lives with technology that is advancing at an exponential rate, and we truly have no idea what it's becoming capable of. Maybe these devices aren't just holding our data anymore. Maybe they're re-holding doors open to places we cannot explain and were never meant to see. I still don't have an answer. I just know that every night, when the house goes quiet, I watch that little light on the counter and I wait, half in hope, half in dread. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've had any strange experiences with your own tech, I'd be fascinated to read them in the comments below. Stay safe, and maybe think twice the next time you ask your smart speaker a question.